Hello students, welcome for another session of our class 9th. Chapter 6 Linear Equations in Two Variables. In our previous classes, we already discussed 6.1 and 6.2 exercises. Today, in exercise 6.3, as we have finished 7 problems in the previous class, let us discuss question number 8 of exercise 6.3. So what is given question number 8? Let us see here. In question number 8, it is given that Gopaya sowed wheat and paddy in 2 fields of total area 5000 square meters. Write a linear equation and draw a graph to represent the same. Here, the farmer Gopaya sowed wheat and paddy in 2 fields. The total area of both the fields is equal to 5000 square meters. So how much area sowed with wheat and how much area sowed with paddy, we don't know. But total together, the area of the fields is how much? 5000 square meters. We have to write a linear equation and we have to represent the linear equation graphically. Let us see how to write the equation and how to represent it in the graph. Let's see now. So now in the graph book you will be having left hand side you have graph sheet and right hand side you have a paper with the lines. So in that you should write the given situation in equation form. Okay, let us write. It is given that Gopaya sowed wheat and paddy in 2 fields. Total area is how much? 5000 square meters. So total area of the 2 fields is how much given? 5000 square meters. So meter square I am writing. Okay. Now in these 2 fields, one of the field is sowed with wheat, another field is sowed with paddy. So let's take now the 2 crops with one variable with wheat and another crop with another variable. So let's take the 2 variables. I am taking now the area of field sowed with wheat as x meter square. Okay, and area of field sowed with paddy as y meter square. Together both the fields area is how much? 5000 meter square. So according to the question, we can write this situation as a linear equation in 2 variables as x plus y is equal to 5000. So this is the area of field which is sowed by wheat. This is the area of the field which is sowed by paddy. Both together the total area of the 2 fields is how much? 5000. So now it is in the form of linear equations in 2 variables. Now we have to represent this equation graphically. For that we can assume any value of x so that we can get the y value. Like that, to draw a linear equation graphically, we all know that a linear equation always represents a straight line. To represent a straight line on the graph, we need at least 2 points. By joining the 2 points, we will get a line. So, in order to get the 2 points, x coordinate and y coordinates, so let us, assuming the x value, we will get the y value. So, if x is equal to, if I take 1000, by substituting in this equation, what I will get? Here we know that x plus y is equal to 5000. So 1000 plus y is equal to 5000. Then y is equal to 5000. When you transpose this 1000 to that side, it will become 5000 minus 1000. Y is equal to 4000. So then if x is equal to 1000, y is equal to 4000 we got. Then one more value we should take. If x is equal to, it is your wish what you want to take. If x is equal to, suppose 3000 if you take, then what you get? X plus y is equal to 5000 we have. So x is 3000 plus y is equal to 5000. Then y is equal to 5000 minus 3000. You will get as 2000. So write this in a table to represent the linear equation. Okay. Now I am writing it in the table. So what is the equation actually? X plus y is equal to 5000. As we are assuming the x value, we are getting the y value. The points to be plotted x comma y on the graph. So when x is 1000, we got y as 4000. So it is 1000 comma 4000. Next, if x is equal to 3000, y is equal to 2000 we got. So it is 3000 comma 2000. As you all know, in our graph sheet, as per the size of the graph sheet, we could not mark these thousands or hundreds. So we have numbers only up to almost how many lines you have in the graph sheet. So horizontal and vertically it is not more than 30 numbers of lines. So we have to use the scale here. Scale in the sense on x-axis what you are taking and how much you are taking. I am using the scale here. Scale I am taking. On x-axis what I am taking, x-axis whatever you want you can take, either paddy or the wheat, whatever it. On x-axis I am taking the scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 1000 or 500, whatever you want. I am taking as 500 square units, 500 square meters. On y-axis also same. On y-axis also I am taking 1 centimeter is equal to 500 square meters, right? So by using this scale I am going to represent the line on the graph sheet now. Okay, now look at the graph sheet. As you know, the area cannot be negative, so I am not dividing this total graph sheet as 4 equal quadrants. I am taking to the left corner by leaving 2 lines. So as this is the graph sheet, you know, in your graph book, so just leaving from the left side 2 centimeters. So I am drawing a line like this. On the line like this, it is y-axis which I am drawing now. So it is y-axis. So from the bottom also I am leaving the 2 centimeters. Horizontally I am drawing x-axis like this. Okay, on the line. So both are intersecting here as it is origin 0 comma 0. Here x-axis I am mentioning x-axis. Of course, if you divide it into 4 equal quadrants, so from the origin all the right hand side horizontally x-axis all are positive, left side x dash this is negatives from here onwards. On the y-axis the vertical line is known as y-axis. Above the origin or above the x-axis all the y values are positive, below all are negative y dash. So as we are finding the area or we are representing the area cannot be negative, so I am taking mostly positive only. So I brought this x-axis y-axis to one corner of graph sheet. So as I decided the scale, as I am utilizing the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 500 square meters. So I will take on x-axis and y-axis both as 500 square meters per 1 centimeter. So it is 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500 like this I am taking. Okay, so just marking the points and labeling it with a the number. So I'll get here first 1 unit I am taking as 500, so 500 square meters, then 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, so 3000, 3500, okay, so 4000, 4500, 5000, 5500, 6000, 6500, 7000. Now it is enough. If you want, you can fill out all the lines, how much you can get it, no problem. So as the total area is 5000 only, so if you start here also, no problem. Now on the y-axis, same like that, 500, 1000, so 1500, 2000, 2500. These all 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter. Every centimeter is equal to 500 as I mentioned in the scale. So 3000, 3500, 4000, 4500. Every line is 1 centimeter on the graph sheet. You know it better, I think. 5500, 6000, 6500, 7000. It is enough for me now according to the question. Now what we got, if x value is 1000, y value is 4000. X is on the x-axis, you have to mark 1000, on the y-axis we have to mark 4000. See here, on the x-axis 1000, it is here, on the x-axis it is 1000, on the y-axis how much? If x is 1000, y is 4000. Y is 4000. You see 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000 here. So see my finger here, from 4000 I am moving my finger towards the right hand side, and my pencil I am moving upside like this. So these two are here. So this point is what? X, on the x-axis it is 1000, on the y-axis it is 4000. So 1000 and 4000 both are meeting at this point. Okay, this is 1000 comma 4000. In the bracket always first one is x coordinate, second one is y coordinate. Okay, first point is plotted. Now the second point is when x is 3000, y is 2000. So x 2000 here on the x-axis, the horizontal line is known as x-axis, the 2000 is marked here. When x is 2000, y is what? 3000. Here 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500 and 3000 like this. So when x is 3000, I took as 3000. If x is 3000, y is 2000. See here on the y-axis it is 2000 here. 500, 1000, 1500, 2000. So my finger I am moving towards the pencil side, that means right hand side. Now the pencil is moving upside, so both here. So this is 3000, this is 2000. So both 3000 comma 2000 made here. Now these 2 points, when you join, the line will come. You must draw the line correctly passing through these 2 points. So like this, right? This is the line which representing the equation. What is the equation we got? So x plus y is equal to 5000. As you can see, the line wherever you want plot, it will come. You see, if 500, if x is 500, y is 4500. Together sum of these two is 5000. As the Gopaya sowed paddy and wheat in 2 fields, the total area is 5000. Wherever you locate, the total of x-axis and y-axis values will be 5000 is. Here you see 2500 on the x-axis. If you go along with this line, it will meet the line here, that is on the y-axis also 2500, 2500, 2500, total 5000. Everywhere you can see here 5000, it is intersecting the x-axis. Here 5000, it is intersecting the y-axis. Understand? So both total 2 fields area together is 5000. This is the equation which represent the graph like this. Okay, hope you all understood how to represent the linear equations in two variables. See, as you can see, x variable, y variable, so x plus y is equal to 5000. This is a linear equation in two variable. Okay, so I hope you all understood how to represent graphically. Let us move on to the next question. One more example we will take now. See, next question, question number 9, which is given in exercise 6.3. The force applied on a body of mass 6 kg. What is the mass of the body? 6 kg. Is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in that body. So mass is directly proportional to acceleration. You all know the physics formula. Mass is directly proportional to acceleration. So write an equation to express this observation and draw the graph of the equation. You all know the Newton's law. Newton's laws, you know, no? Newton's motion of laws. The law which explains about the force and mass acceleration. Force applied on the body of mass. The body is of mass 6 kg. The force applied is directly proportional to acceleration. That means force is denoted with letter F, mass is denoted with letter M, and acceleration denoted with letter A. You know, in physics, Newton's second law of motion, I think, F is equal to ma. Force applied is directly proportional to acceleration. Directly proportional to acceleration. But what is the mass of that body? Mass into acceleration. You all know it in physics. So F is equal to ma. This is one of the Newton's law. Force applied on a body is directly proportional to acceleration. So here mass of the body is given as mass of body. What is given? M. Mass is denoted with M. It is given as 6 kg. So according to this formula, Newton's laws of motion, so F is force. F is equal to ma. M is what? 6 kg now. 6 and acceleration is A. F is equal to ma. This is the equation we got now. We have to represent this equation graphically now. Okay. So to get the linear equation which represent the straight line, to get this one, let us take now here these two as variables F and A. Okay, force applied is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is the equation required to represent graphically. The linear equation is this in two variables. If you assume any value of A, what if A is equal to, suppose if you take A is equal to 1, then F is equal to what? 6 into 1, it is 6. Okay, units, whatever the units it will be, what units will come. Then if A is equal to, what do you want to take? If you if A is equal to 2, then F is equal to 6 into 2, it is 12. Any two values are enough for us. So let us take these two values. So to draw the linear equation representing graphically, 2 points are enough to draw a straight line. When you join the 2 points, you will get a straight line. So F is equal to ma, that is force applied on a body is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass of that body is given as 6 kg. So 6 kg and acceleration is A. This is the equation, we got it. Now you assumed x value, that means in place of x we took directly as A. If you want to take in another way, you can take like that also. The force F is equal to x. If you want to take, no need of that, I think directly in place of x and y we will write that on the scale now. Okay, if A is equal to what you assume, accordingly we will get the force. Okay, how much acceleration, what is the force applied. Okay, right, this is, I'll write as A comma F. Okay, now if you take this x and y, it will come x comma y, right? If A is equal to 1, F is equal to 6, you got 1 comma 6. Then if you a is equal to 2, this is 12, so how much it will be? 2 comma 12. That means if you apply 6 units of force, 1 unit of acceleration will come. If you apply 12 units of force on the body of mass 6 kg, you will get 2 units of acceleration, right? Then write the scale. Whenever you draw the graph, you have to mention the scale. On x-axis what you are taking and how much you are taking. On x-axis what we are taking on x-axis, what you would like to take. Force, if you take force on the acceleration or force, what you want to take on the x-axis, that is your wish. So I am going to take acceleration and force. What you would like to take? I am taking force applied. Force applied on x-axis. Force applied on x-axis. On x-axis I am taking 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Same. Acceleration on y-axis, that also I am taking 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, right? Okay, so this we have to represent graphically. Now how to represent graphically, let us see in the graph sheet. Same as I told you, acceleration and the force cannot be negative, so take similar to the previous one, leave 2 lines from the bottom and 2 lines from the left side on your graph sheet. Draw horizontal line which is an x-axis. Draw horizontal line which is x-axis, okay, like this. Vertical line by leaving 2 lines from the left hand side. So vertical line is the y-axis, representing y-axis on the graph. Okay, on the line you should draw it properly. So it is going little cross. Let me draw it properly. Okay, keeping the scale proper direction, right? Okay, like this. Okay, now vertical line is y-axis, horizontal line is x-axis, right? So what I am taking, force applied on x-axis, so force in this direction. This is y negative, this is x negative. Here origin 0 comma 0. So this is y-axis. On y-axis what I took, acceleration. So acceleration like this, in this direction. It is, so units 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. Enough. So upside again, as you know, from the origin left side negative, -1 -2, but here not necessary to take that negatives, because we are finding the acceleration or mass or force cannot be negative, so no need of taking negatives here, only positives enough. That is why I brought this x-axis y-axis to the one corner. Otherwise we used to draw the x-axis and y-axis in the middle of the graph to divide the plane surface into 4 equal quadrants. Okay, but we are not getting any negatives, so that I brought it to the bottom one corner of the graph sheet. So on the y-axis also you have to mention the points up to top. How many points is possible you can mark. Okay, right, like this. So I am marking the points now and giving the numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Enough. So you can choose your scale accordingly, according to the question, that is your choice. Now as I choose 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit only. On x-axis force, on y-axis acceleration. So if acceleration 1 comma 6, that means f6 on the x-axis, if it is 6, so y-axis will be 1. If it is 6, it is 1. So it is here. Okay. Then if it is 2, it will be 12. So 12 on x-axis. So the y-axis 2. Right, like this. Okay. So you have to join these 2 points. So it will come exactly like this. See, it is passing through the origin. Why it is passing through the origin? Have you ever noticed previously in any questions? F is equal to 6a. So it is in the form of y is equal to mx. It is in the form of y is equal to mx. The linear equations which are in the form of y is equal to mx will always pass through the origin. Origin means 0, 0. You already noticed in your previous exercises the linear equations which are in the form of y is equal to mx. The linear equation which is in the form of y is equal to mx will represent a line which always passes through the origin. As you can see, f is equal to ma. This is also in the form of y is equal to mx. Here m is what? Mass. Y is what? Force. A is what? Acceleration. Okay. It is in the form of y is equal to mx. So as we represented this graph in the straight line, so the line must pass through the origin. As you can see, when you plotted the points 6, 1 and 12, 2, by joining these 2 points, the line which is passing through these points is passing through the origin. Since it is in the form of y is equal to ma, that means f is equal to 6a. Understand? Hope you all understood this question. Okay. With this we have concluded our question number 9 also. Hope you all understood. Okay, this is how we represent the linear equations graphically. Right? Thank you very much. We will see you in our next class. Thank you. Bye.